after looking at the lines, hide the line, try to recall. This is a much faster process. Tabs have been given detailed for example in YouTube and in visitself.com. If you are too much dependent on the tabs, take the tab, the fret and string, place it on the fretboard, then again look back. My experience is a lot of students, even after playing for a very long time, they are dependent on the tab. Their musicality is also suffering. They don't have the sound of the phrase in their mind. They haven't developed enough of the feedback loop, comparing their playing and how it is really meant to sound. Also, they are not activating their memory as part of the process. If instead of just repeating, if we use recall, like in the case of learning language or poetry, the outcome is much better. For example, if you're learning poetry, after looking at the lines, hide the line, try to recall what we read, and then go back and see what we missed or where we made a mistake. This is a much faster process, at least in my experience. Similarly, looking at the tab, get the first bar, get the first phrase, try it, then go back and see where did I make a mistake. Also listen to the music. Where did I make a mistake in the fluency or the length of the slides? This way we are activating our memory, which I feel is really needed. Instead of just depending on the tab all the time, we are also developing the feedback loop, how it is really meant to sound, the feel on the fingers, the body, where is it really going to be, using the memory to see what is the next part coming up. Without this level of engagement, I feel the fluency will not come out. If you are dependent on the tab, we are slowing ourselves down. We always have a gap between our experience and the music. My suggestion is, therefore, depend on the tab. It is fine to learn and also as a in-between memory tool. If there are certain parts where you need a memory aid or a tool to help you, the tab is perfectly fine, but we still have to have these things in memory, how it feels, particular phrases, what is the second phrase which comes after the current phrase, how will I go there, what is the fingering. We need all this, which cannot be developed in my experience if you are too much dependent on the tab and just looking at the frets and strings.